We're all Chucky. With me. Let's check the running joke count. Okay, let's check the
So even though I'm the last person to want a Chucky house, I was the first person to look at
next victim, please. Let's keep this moving. 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 Next victim, please. Starting to get really choked up. Let's add some Christmas spirit. Time to spread.
Commercial Club at number 19 Park Street, West Rock Street. 19 Park Street, 156.
Hello, this is Michael
And Jessica.
of the Grim Life Collective, coming to you from Creep IE-Con in the Inland Empire. We want to let you know you are watching the movie Canon, and guess what? Every day is Halloween in our world. Am I right? Stay spooky out there. Stay grim. And happy Halloween.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon, and this is the Met Report, except it is possessed by Horror Talk. So this is another episode of Horror Talk. For today's episode, I am going to stream alone today, so I'll be doing this completely solo here. But there's a few topics to talk about here today. We have the mystery Funko Pop giveaway, which I'll give out towards the end of the stream if I have a minimum of 5 viewers. For the people who are watching live right now, thank you so very much. If you're watching in the replay, thank you so very much for that as well. And like always, guys, please let me know if there's any issues with the audio, with the picture, or the music is too loud or anything like that. So I'm going to start playing the music now. Okay, so we have a little bit of music going on here. And so like I said, guys, Horror Talk today, that's something that I do. Lately, I've been doing it maybe like once a month. I know I do it more like in October and stuff like that. It just really depends on what's going on when it comes to horror news and things to that nature and stuff. But the Met Report is normally around this time on Saturdays. The Met Report will return next Saturday, which is March 2nd. And I'll give you guys a little bit more details closer to the end of the stream. But let me just tell you what you guys are gonna hear today. So there's a few topics, like I mentioned. We have this Christopher Nolan. I wouldn't say announcement, but he made a comment in an interview that he is interested in, or he will be up for a horror movie for him to tackle. And then I'll give you guys some of the things that he said and why I think Christopher Nolan would be a good fit for a horror movie. And then also there's some more information about we have the Skeet Ulrich, who plays Billy Loomis as Ghostface in the Scream movie, the first one. And there's some information that he let out. I think it was maybe like an interview or something like that, but I'll give you guys more details about that. And then we have the Chucky Season 3 Part 2. We have a release date now, and I'll go very briefly on that. And then we have Megan 2.0 news, very brief news about another like a release date and things like that. And then I'm doing like a little emoji game, like the horror movie title emoji game that will kind of lead to the giveaway. If I have enough viewers by the end of the stream, because I'll need at least 5. So we'll talk about that in a bit here, but let me get into the live chat, which I only see a couple actually on there right now. So let me go in there. We have Mr. Dr. Oddity Sideshow Collector saying, "What's up, Movie Canon? Hello there. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here, for stopping by here in this live stream." Cylon X-Men saying hello. Hello there, Cylon X-Men. Also, thank you so much for being here, for being on this live stream right now. And all right, so I think that's it for the chat for now. So let me see here. So I guess the first thing that I want to mention here, and this is not really news or anything like that. I kind of just want to show some of the Funkos that I have gotten signed, specifically when it comes to the Scream franchise. So I'm sure if you've been following me on Instagram or been watching me, there are a few conventions that I've gone to, like horror conventions mainly, and things like that. And I've met a few horror celebrities or actors who portray characters in horror movies and things like that. And I've gotten some autographs, and that's one of the things that I collect. A lot of you guys know that I collect figures and things like that, but I'm also collecting autographs, and I have them sign like a specific Funko, like if they're from a specific franchise, or maybe it's their character that they've played. Sometimes I have them do that. And in the future, I am planning on doing like a little Funko Pop autographed like tour, just show everything that I have related to that. But for right now, since this is a horror talk episode, there's only just a few pieces of news that I have here for today. So I was like, I'm just going to show you guys some of the ones that I did get here. So all of these are all Scream related. Okay, so actually, let me go in here real quick before I do that. Mr. Kuso saying, hey chat. So hello there, Mr. Kuso. Thanks so much for dropping by here today. I know you're on this show or on my live streams pretty often, so thank you so much for joining us here. Okay, so I'll show you the first one here. So we have this Ghostface killer Funko, right? Now all of these Ghostface Funkos that I have, they're all fake, right? So if you want to get a legit one, you have to spend like $400 or more to get a legit Ghostface. Because if you didn't buy it initially when it was first released, which I don't even know how long ago it was, probably like 10 years ago maybe, if you didn't get it then you kind of missed out, unless you want to pay hundreds of dollars. And I just got these, and I don't know, I paid maybe like $20 or something like that. But yeah, all of the Ghostfaces that I'm going to show you, these Funkos are all fake. So these are the ones that I've had celebrities sign so far. So on the very top, it's Skeet Ulrich. He signed that last year. That's Billy Loomis. Okay, in the middle right here, that's Matthew Lillard's autograph playing Stu Bucker. So he signed that one last year as well. At the very bottom, you see that's Jamie Kennedy's autograph. So Randy from Scream. And he signed it kind of weird because it goes all around here, right? And then on the very side here, we have Lee Waddell. He says, Ghostface, I'll gut you like a fish, is what he wrote there. And so he signed this. Now, Lee Waddell, he's the actual Ghostface killer, the one that actually wore the costume in the first Scream movie and that Drew Barrymore scene. So he actually wore the costume, and he was like the stunt double, I guess, for that Ghostface. And I think he was in Scream 2 as well. So that's why I got his autograph there. The next one here, I have two more here. So again, another Ghostface fake one. This one right here is signed by Tony Revolori. So he plays Ghostface very briefly in Scream 6. Spoiler if you haven't seen that movie. And this one right here, this one right there, that's from Dermot Mulroney, I believe you pronounce the last name. He played the detective in Scream 6, and spoiler alert, he was also a Ghostface killer, and he was kind of like the main one. So I got his autograph. And the one here at the bottom, right here, that is Jack Quaid's autograph. He was the Ghostface killer in Scream 5, and obviously you guys know him in The Boys, playing Huey. And then Jack Quaid also wrote a quote, holy shit, it's Ghostface. So that's Jack Quaid right there. That's his autograph there. And then the last one that I have here, this is the one that I just got this year, like a month ago or a few weeks ago. And this is the one that Neve Campbell signed. Okay, so she wrote, don't fuck with the original, Neve Campbell, and then she put Sydney at the bottom there. So I just asked her if she would write a quote from her character in the Scream franchise, and if she would write that line, and that's what she did. So she signed it right there. So yeah, so those are the ones that I have here for Scream. I have other ones, and I'm still trying to get Robert Englund's autograph. I almost did last year, but then he got COVID and he had to cancel the convention or whatever. But I'm still trying to get him. And there's some other ones that I have, like Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 2003, and just some other ones. And like I said, I'll do like a little Funko video of all the autographed Funkos that I have. A lot of them are horror and like Star Wars and things like that. So let's go into the live chat again here. So we have Dr. Oddity, a Sideshow Collector, saying that that's some awesome signed fire. Yes, definitely. Mr. Cruz, absolute fire. And Killer Sigs, pun totally intended. So yeah, there you go. All right, so that was it. That was just a little tiny thing I wanted to do first before we got into the actual little topics that we have here for today. And maybe go ahead and change this up a little bit here. Okay, so actually, I didn't get into this. Let me get into this now here. So we have this a Funko giveaway that I did a poll on Instagram. Just trying to see what it is that you guys wanted as a giveaway. I put in if you wanted like a Marvel giveaway, Funko, a DC, horror, Star Wars. So ultimately, you guys picked Star Wars, and then eventually I got into narrowed it down to like 8 Funkos, and you guys voted among those. And these were the top 2: this Darkseid Anakin Funko and the Darth Maul Duel of Fates Funko Pop. So those are the 2 that you guys selected. So those are the 2 that are going to be in the giveaway. So now what's going to happen is when I do the actual draw of the live giveaway, whoever wins will get to choose if they want the Darth Maul or the Darkseid Anakin. So you can pick one or the other. And then again, that's if we meet the minimum requirements that I usually do when it comes to like these giveaways and things like that, right? So that still applies and all that stuff there. And as I mentioned earlier, towards the end of the stream, if I have the minimum live viewers in the live chat, I will do the mystery Funko Pop giveaway, and then I'll do a little little emoji game to select the winner. So that'll be later tonight. I'm sorry, later in the stream, I should say, later in the stream. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin by talking about something that came out. I think this was last week. So I saw this, I think it was the Hollywood Reporter. Let me see if I can get the article real quick here. Okay, so we have this article from the Hollywood Reporter where Christopher Nolan, now he didn't say anything like, I'm making a horror movie, here's my next movie. He didn't say anything like that. But when it comes to Christopher Nolan, who's one of the top filmmakers right now, he can do whatever he wants. He can direct any movie he wants at this point, right? He's about to win an Oscar because I'm positive that he will win Best Director for Oppenheimer the next couple of weeks. So in 2 weeks, when the Academy Awards, the show runs, so he's about to win an Oscar, and even before that, he can basically do whatever he wanted, any type of genre, any type of movie that he wants, he will be able to do. And he made a comment there that that he's interested or would be open for a horror movie. So it says here, the Oppenheimer director says he would love to make that happen. During a conversation with the British Film Institute on Thursday, Nolan said that doing an outright horror picture was something he'd eventually like to tackle, and he broke down precisely why the genre appeals to him. Now, most filmmakers, especially some of my favorite filmmakers, like for example Steven Spielberg, that is my favorite. He is my favorite filmmaker, director, and mainly because he can do anything. And I don't mean that he has the opportunity to do anything. I mean that he could actually direct anything. He can make any kind of movie, any kind of genre, comedy, action, sci-fi, drama, musicals, whatever it is. Now, Christopher Nolan, I don't, for example, I don't see Christopher Nolan, let's see, doing like a musical or maybe even a comedy. I don't see him doing that. but a horror, I definitely do see him doing that. And there's plenty of like little elements, components that he adds in a lot of his movies that he's made. And actually, let me get in there real quick here. Like for example, when we have the Scarecrow. Oh, hold on a second here. Okay, so when we have the Scarecrow character in Batman Begins, mainly in Batman Begins, because that's when we get those hallucination scenes with with Batman and all the other people that are being they're getting hallucinations from the gas that Scarecrow releases and things like that. So a lot of those scenes are kind of like horror-like, and they were done very, very well. So these are just like little things that Christopher Nolan has already done in other movies, right? And then we have this scene right here in The Dark Knight. And I always forget this actor's name, David Dasmalkian. Dasmalchian. I'm probably mispronouncing the actor's name here, but he was a polka dot man in the Suicide Squad, and this scene was kind of creepy to me, like the way that it was delivered and the way that it was shot. It was kind of like a creepy scene for me, and this character was really, really good. And using just those elements in a horror movie, and then with the sensibilities of Christopher Nolan, being precise, being very detailed oriented, and making things grounded, even in a comic book movie like this one, I think he will be a really, really good fit for a horror movie. Another example here, just the Joker, the way that Christopher Nolan wrote and directed Heath Ledger as the Joker, it's kind of creepy in a way, right? So it's like you definitely don't want to be near this character, this person, if they actually existed. And here are some of the results of someone that is dealing with the Joker, at least Christopher Nolan's Joker, right? And there's also an interview that I heard not too long ago, or actually kind of recent, that when they were writing the script for The Dark Knight, it looks like there was already a script written for The Dark Knight, and he was looking into it to maybe change things. And some of the things that he said is that the Joker was kind of like an engine of the entire story, like the Joker was running the story like an engine would in a vehicle. That was like his analogy. But what he wanted to do in The Dark Knight is that he wanted the Joker to be more like, just be like Jaws, just like a shark in Jaws, and just come through into the movie and threat and create all this chaos and destruction. And that was kind of like what he had in mind. And that's kind of what we saw. That's kind of what we saw in The Dark Knight. So again, very like horror-like elements and components in there. So I think that was a very well done the way he explained that. And another example why Christopher Nolan will be a great director for a horror movie. So let's see. Let me look at the live chat real quick here. Okay, so we have Dr. Oddity Sideshow Collector saying, who else from Scream would you love to get one day? Oh, going back to the autographs. I still need to get Dewey, David Arquette, and Rose McGowan. And I'm trying to think. Well, actually, I would like to get all of the Ghostface killers, really, so I can collect all of them. We have Cylon X-Men saying, I did not know there were fake Funky Pops. Oh yeah. They're like, especially if you go on eBay, and like obviously they make them like in China, the majority of them, and there's plenty of like fake Funkos. Like they just they're not legit. Like even if you scan the UPS code, it'll still scan like if it's real. But there's like certain things that you can, especially for the Ghostface one, that you can tell when it's fake or not. And it comes from the blade, the knife, the way that the blood is splattered on the knife. That's how you can tell that it's real or not. Because the fake ones, the knife look like they're like they dip it into like a cup of blood or something. I don't know if you can tell. Hold on a sec. Let me go in there real quick here. I'll show you. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it. So the knife is right there, and it looks like he just dipped the knife into a cup of red liquid, but the real one, it's more like splattered, like like spattered or whatever on the actual knife, and that's kind of how you can tell that it's fake. And then obviously the price, the price. So yeah. Mr. Kuso says, I would love to see his vision for horror. Yes, a complete vision of it. Right, correct. Definitely would like to see that. Agreed, Mr. Kuso, says Dr. Oddity. Mr. Austin Nicholas dropping by here saying, wanted to stop in and show some love. Thank you so much, Austin, for dropping by here today. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Then Austin Nicholas saying, hey to Cyclone and Gio, to me. Let's see. Mr. Kuzo says, "Not Zimmer would bring the fire to soundtrack 2." Oh yeah, definitely a horror, and then we have Hans Zimmer and all that stuff. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if Christopher Nolan is still collaborating with Hans Zimmer anymore. Like I know he hasn't been in the last like 2 projects, but that doesn't mean he can bring him on. But I do see Christopher Nolan making a horror movie. I don't know if it'll be the next movie that he's going to make, but I definitely do see him doing one. I think he wants to be challenged. And I think making a horror movie, like a full-on one, will be quite of a challenge for him to do, and I think he'll be able to do it pretty well. And then most of the at least lately, the Christopher Nolan movies that come out have been coming out like every 2 to 3 years. So I think the earliest we can probably see a Christopher Nolan movie will probably be like in 2026, because he just made Oppenheimer in 2023. So that's like 3 years. That's probably the earliest we'll see that. Austin Nicholas saying, I feel like I'm in the minority where I don't really care for autographs. Okay, yeah, well, Austin Nicholas, not a fan of the autographs. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like to have them, because it's just like a little piece, I guess, of the actor, I guess, of the performer, of the character, whatever. So I kind of want to keep it there, and I like getting them. But yeah. Dr. Oddity says, hey Austin, hey Mr. Oddity. Okay, so I think we're all caught up with the live chat, and let me see if there's anything else I wanted to bring up when it comes to Christopher Nolan. Let's see. Okay, so I know when the Dark Knight first came out, before the Dark Knight Rises came out, there was a lot of talk where Christopher Nolan, there was supposedly damn, hold on a sec. Damn, my throat got like really dry. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so I was saying, Christopher Nolan, looks like they were thinking of maybe having the Penguin or the Riddler in The Dark Knight Rises, or another Batman movie. I don't know how legit that was, but I remember hearing that. And just the fact that the sensibilities of Christopher Nolan, I wanted like a Riddler, like imagine the Riddler written by the Nolan brothers in a Dark Knight-esque type of movie. That is something that I really, really wanted. That never happens. So I hope this horror situation isn't one of those things where it's just brought up, but then it actually never goes into fruition. But I think he will, though. I really do think that he actually will do that. Okay, so moving on to the next topic that I have here for today. So this is a Skeet Ulrich, and who plays Billy Loomis in the original Scream. I guess you can say he's like the original, Scream face. I'm sorry, Ghostface killer. So there's a bit of an interview that Skeet Ulrich did. Let me try to get that real quick here. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, so it looks like there was a plan. There was an actual plan for Melissa Barrera's character. That's like, she wasn't going to die in the first one or the second one. It looks like they had like a 3-story arc for this character. And let me try to close this right here. Closing it. Oh, I can't close it here. Okay. So we have Melissa Barrera's departure from the Scream franchise leaves its future uncertain. Right. So it's a lot of, I mean, I'm not going to get into it right now. I'm sure a lot of you guys already heard about this, that there was an issue with Melissa Barrera, you know, some comments that she made or whatever. And then the production company dropped her. So, and then Jenna Ortega also is not returning. So I think that's why Skeet Ulrich is now kind of like revealing some of this information here, because it says the original star Skeet Ulrich reveals initial plan for Sam's character arc across 3 films in the Scream franchise. So it looks like they had some kind of a plan with this particular character. And then I just kind of think of like even the Scream franchise had a plan. And then Star Wars, for some reason, the sequel trilogy couldn't make a plan, and even the Scream horror movie did. So, anyways, that was just like a little side note. But so yeah, so that's the information here that Skeet Ulrich is saying that. So there was another different route, a different story that they were gonna do. He was kind of implying like because Melissa Barrera's character Sam, who is Billy Loomis's daughter, Skeet was kind of implying that there could have been a situation where she would turn like Anakin did, like just turn to the dark side, basically, right? And then maybe Sam would become like the Ghostface killer, like it just kind of like caught up to her, like the side of her father, and that was kind of something what he was implying. I don't know. Obviously, we don't know that's for sure, but I found that to be very interesting. If that was a route that they would take, that would be something that would have been something quite different, right? You have like the main lead, and then later we'd find out that it's like a whole Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader situation, but with Scream, with Ghostface and all that stuff. So I found that to be very interesting there. Let me go into the chat real quick here. Dr. Oddity Sideshow Collector says, did it say if Christopher Nolan will take on a reimagining of a character like Mike Myers, Jason Voorhees, or Freddy Krueger, or create his own film? Well, I know Christopher Nolan usually likes to do something original. There's only a few movies that he has not written himself or that weren't his creation. Actually, let me go back to the image there, since we were just talking about that. So no, so he definitely didn't say anything about that, and I don't think he would do that. I just have like this Friday the 13th background because horror movie that's recognizable, and then obviously the other picture that I put here. Where is it? This one right here. You can barely see that Christopher Nolan is holding the Freddy glove. So there you go with that one. So yeah, so I think he would do something original. I really don't think that he would do something like that. He's only not written one of his movies, and that was Insomnia. That's the only movie that he did not write himself or was somehow involved in the script. And all the other ones he has written himself, adapted them, or whatever the case. But most of them are original stories, right? So yeah, to answer that question there. And let me go back here to the chat again. Mr. Kuso saying, I hope it's original. Laugh out loud. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. I think the main reason why we would want to see Christopher Nolan direct a horror movie is also because of the idea that he would create an original horror story or horror character of some sort, right? So yeah. Okay, so going back here again to the Skeet Ulrich here. Well, I mean, there's not really that much information about this. It's just this little comment that he made, you know, that this was actually a plan of 3 movies with Sam, with Melissa Barrera's character, the daughter of Billy Loomis. There was an actual structured plan that it was pitched to Skeet Ulrich, because you know how he appears in both of the movies, Scream 5 and Scream 6, as hallucinations, right? But he appears in them, and then that's why they pitched it to him and they talked to him about it, because he was essentially going to be in all of those movies as long as we have this Melissa Barrera character. And now that she's not going to be in it, I guess Skeet Ulrich is out as well. So maybe that's why he just kind of like revealed it, like, I was going to be in this but not anymore. And you know, that's how that went there. Okay, so the next one here is we have the Chucky season 3 part 2. So I have been watching this show. I've been enjoying it. Chucky's definitely increasing the body counts in this series. Like I think he already surpassed all the ones that he's done in the movies that he's been in. He just like basically kills at least one person in each episode, it seems like. And we have 3 seasons of it. So I've been enjoying this, and they had to. I think they had to stop season 3 because they had aired the first part in the fall. Like they usually do it like in October for like Halloween and stuff, and they had to stop it, I think, because of the issues with the strikes and things like that. So they hadn't even finished filming season 3, and then they had to go back and shoot it, and it looks like they're ready to premiere the second part of this Chucky season here, season 3, which is coming out on April 10th. Chucky season 3 part 2 will premiere on April 10th at 10 p.m. Eastern time on Sci-Fi and the USA Network. And I've been watching it on whatchamacallit, on Peacock. So it's on Peacock there as well. If you're a big Chucky fan, you probably already watched this, but if for some reason you haven't, I do think it's kind of fun. It's not great, filmmaking or even stories or whatever, dialogue or anything like that. But it's pretty solid, pretty good, pretty fun. So that's Chucky season 3 part 2. That's on April 10th. Okay, so let's see here. Hold on a moment, guys. Okay, and then the other thing here, I think I'm almost done with the stream. Actually, I don't really have that much, but let's see here. Okay, so the next one is Megan. So Megan 2.0. This movie came out last year in January. And again, this is another movie that was kind of fun. I enjoyed watching the first movie. I don't think it was scary. I don't think there's much of a horror thing going on there, but it definitely does have like horror elements in there. Another killer doll or whatever the case. So they said that was supposed to come out in January, and it looks like they pushed it to May. So let me try to see if I can share the article there. Hold on a second, everyone. Okay, so we have it right here. So we have originally announced for theatrical release on January 17th, 2025 from Blumhouse and Universal. The upcoming Megan sequel will now release in theaters on May 16th, 2025. Allison Williams and Violet McGraw are back for the sequel with Akilah Cooper, who did Malignant, and Megan once again writing the script, and James Wan on board to produce. Spoiler warning here. It says Megan ends up with the doll being destroyed, but if there's one thing we've learned from the Child's Play franchise is that killer dolls can never truly be killed, right? So, and then it says stay tuned for more on Megan 2.0 as we learn it. There's technology, there's dolls, story-wise. As long as these movies keep making money, they're going to keep making all these Megan movies. So this is 2.0 that's coming out next year in 2025. So that was just a quick little update. Obviously, there's no like trailer or anything like that, but Megan 2.0 is coming now in May 2025 instead of January 2025. Okay, so let me get into the comments here again. Dr. Audie says, I haven't missed a Chucky episode. Yep, same here. Now, it took me a while to actually get to season 3. I didn't watch all the first 2 seasons of Chucky right away. So, but I am completely caught up with it. And then Mr. Dr. Audie says, super excited for Megan 2.0. Yeah, so now it's just going to be a little longer, but yeah. So that's the quick little update there. Okay, and there's also something else here. I don't have an actual image because it kind of dropped this morning. So let me see if I can get to it real quick here. So we have the American Psycho movie Let me see if I can show it here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. So we have Lionsgate reportedly planning new versions of American Psycho and the Dead Zone. I'm not totally sure what that Dead Zone is. But regarding American Psycho, it says 2 genre properties are plotting returns from Lionsgate. Jeff Snyder from the InSnyder reports, with one of those projects being a fresh, modern take on American Psycho. Lionsgate is plotting a new American Psycho movie and showing interest in a remake of The Dead Zone. So, like I already mentioned here, American Psycho, the tale of murderous yuppie Patrick Bateman, began its life as a 1991 novel written by Bret Easton Ellis, which was turned into Mary Herron's 2000 movie. And Christian Bale, of course, starred as Patrick Bateman in the hit movie, which still has fans debating a big question to this day: is Bateman really a murderer or just a psychopath? I mean, you can do both, so you can be both a murderer and a psychopath. But yeah, so that was just something that just dropped. I think it was like today or maybe last night. So Lionsgate is developing another American Psycho movie. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the movie. I think it's okay. It was okay, but I didn't watch the second one, and I think there might be some others, I believe. But I just recently watched American Psycho again last year because I dressed up as Patrick Bateman in a Halloween thing that I did. So that's what I was like, let me watch this movie again. But yeah, it's okay. I'm not super excited about another take on it, but I just wanted to bring that up here. Okay, so let's see. Actually, yeah, I think that's it. I don't have any other topics. So it's very short. Like I said, there wasn't that many news. So very short one, and I did this alone today, so that actually shortened the stream as well, right? So there's no other opinions in the video here. So all right, so let me remove the comment here real quick. Okay, so let me see. So we have 7 of you guys here. So if we stay with this amount, I can do that mystery of Funko giveaway. So let me just move on here real quick here. Hold on a moment, everyone. Hold on a second. Okay, so we have the Emoji movie title game, right? So I played this last week with Brick Artemis, and then I played it before a couple weeks ago with Alex Montano, 2 of my guests in the past. And I'm gonna play this game with you guys, so the ones that are here right now. So I see a few of you guys there. So these are gonna be like little warm-ups, and then I'll tell you when the real one is for the giveaway. Again, I must have at least 5, right? So at least 5 of them. So if you guys are here live right now, in the chat, go ahead and say that you're a subscriber or a follower to the Movie Canon, just to know if you're interested in this. And then we'll play the game here, and then we'll do the mystery Funko giveaway. And as I mentioned earlier, this one has been announced. It still has to be activated, right? So I still need to have the minimum followers. Minimum entries. So these are the 2 that I will give away. It's going to be the Dark Side Anakin or the Darth Maul from Phantom Menace, the Duel of Fates scene. So this one, whoever wins this, then they will get to choose Darth Maul or Dark Side Anakin. That's how I'm going to do that. And again, that's if we get to the minimum entries of this, because I still need to do that. Obviously, it must be a subscriber and all that stuff. And then I'll tell you guys when I actually do the giveaway. This one will probably be a situation where you have to go into another video and then comment on that, and then in the live stream, I'll select the winner through the. There's plenty of websites out there that just choose a winner based on the comments that you put in a specific video. So that's probably what I'll do with this one here. Okay, so let me see here. So far, I only have 2 comments. Mr. Kusa, subscriber and follower. Dr. Audi, I'm a subscriber and follower. Okay, so we have 2 people who are interested in this. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to work then, because if I don't have minimum 5, I'm not going to do it like a 50-50 type of thing. So just for fun, if other people decide to come in, then I'll do the giveaway. If I don't get 3 more, I'm not going to do the giveaway. Okay, so but for now, let's just play a little game with you guys, the ones that are watching now, just like as a warm-up if we do end up doing the giveaway. So here's the first one here. So you can just say what the title of this horror movie is, and then again, everyone, if you're interested in the mystery Funko, put in the live chat that you're a subscriber or a follower. That way I know that you are interested in the mystery Funko for this Horror Talk episode. And so far there's only 2 people who are interested, so we have not met the minimum requirements. So I need 3 more, and then I'll do the giveaway, the mystery giveaway. But this is just like a little warm-up. So whoever's in the chat right now, this is the first one here. So what movie is this? Let's go to the live chat real quick. Mr. Kuso says Black Christmas. He was the first one, and then we have Dr. Audi saying Black Christmas as well. So yeah, so you guys got that. So when we get to the real one, it'll be something like this. It'll be another emoji one, or whatever the case. Here's the next one. So what's this movie? The movie title of this film here. Let me remove comments. Okay. So there we go. What is this movie? Dr. Audi saying Scream. Okay, there you go. So you got that. You got it. All right. So let's do the next one. What's this movie? So what is the name of this movie here? And again, everyone who's just joining now, I need 3 more people if they're interested in the mystery Funko pop and giveaway for this particular episode. I still need 3 more. So far, there's only 2. Mr. Cruz is saying, laugh out loud. That was fast as heck, Oddity. Yeah, it definitely was. Dr. Oddity says, Candyman. Yeah, Mr. Cruz is saying Candyman as well. So there you go. Okay, so let's move on here. Okay, so the next one is this one here. So what's the name of this movie? Oh, let me remove the comment here. Okay, move that. Okay, so we got this one. And again, this is the type of game that we're going to do for the giveaway if I get 3 more people. So far, it doesn't look like we're going to get the minimum requirements for the giveaway. So let's see here. Armando what is it? Hanawahin saying subscriber and follower. Okay, so we have 3 people now. I need 2 more. And Dr. Oddity is saying Nightmare on Elm Street. And yes, that is correct. It is Nightmare on Elm Street. So you got that. Mr. Cruz saying, oh, good one. So there you go. I think I have 1 more that is not for the giveaway. So far I need 2 more people. So far I only have 3. Here's the next one. And this might be the last one. So what's the name of this movie? Yep. So let's see here. I know there's like a 30-second delay or something. 30-second delay, but okay, we got a comment here. Oh no, it was Mr. Kuso. Mr. Kuso was first with that one, saying Poltergeist. Yeah, you got that. Dr. Oddity also said Poltergeist, but it looks like he was second. Then he's still trying to guess. Okay, no, it was Poltergeist. So you were right the first time. You were right the first time. Yeah, because you see the little girl and then the TV and then the ghosts and then there's like the house, which was like on a reservation or something like that. So yeah, you're right. Poltergeist. All right. So so far only three people have entered for this giveaway. So I mean, looks like I'm not gonna have enough. I mean, I'll wait maybe like a minute or two. If I don't, then we won't do a mystery giveaway today, and then we'll do it next week. And it'll probably be a different Funko, the one that I was going to try to give out today. But so yeah, so far I only have 3 people who have expressed interest in this mystery Funko. Let's see. Come on, 2 more people. Speak up, says Dr. Oddity. Yeah, so I mean that's kind of the thing. It's just like there has to be enough number of viewers of interest for me to do these giveaways. I'm not just gonna randomly give away stuff when there's like it's only 1 or 2 people who want them, right? So or else I'll be broke. But yeah. So just a couple more minutes here, and then we'll probably have to wrap things up. So yeah. So in the meantime, though, actually, since we are about to almost wrap things up here. Let's see. Whoop. Okay. Okay. I accidentally hit the button there. Okay. So yeah, guys. It looks like we're not gonna do that giveaway here, but like I said, I'll give it maybe like another minute. Okay, but for next week on Saturday, I am going to do. Let's see, Mr. Kuzo say it's all good, Gio. We still love kicking it with you. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Kuzo. Really appreciate that. So next week on Saturday, you will go back to the Met Report. We'll go back to the Met Report. And actually, I'm thinking of maybe the Horror Talk shows. I may have to. There doesn't seem to be like that much viewership with some of the Horror Talk that I'm starting to see now. Not just today, but like in the past. So Horror Talk may just be like a October thing, or it's gonna be even less regular. But yeah, that was just like a little side note there. But for Saturday, the Met Report returns. I am going to do my Oscar predictions. So we have the Academy Awards that are coming on March 10th. I'm going to do my final Oscar predictions. I do plan to have at least one guess, maybe more than one. I'm not sure yet. And then we'll do the Oscar predictions. And then I'll do my non-spoiler review of Dune Part 2. So I'll do that as well. So that's on Saturday. And on Sunday nights when I do my Figures Talk episode, I won't be doing that tomorrow. Let me try to change this here. I won't be doing Figures Talk tomorrow night because I'm going to an early screening of Dune Part 2. And it starts exactly at 7 o'clock when I do my Figures Talk show. And I won't be able to like do it today or anything like that. At least I don't think so. If I do change my mind on that, I'll let you guys know, but most likely not. Figures Talk returns on Sunday, March 3rd at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We'll probably have a couple challengers, ideally, hopefully, to challenge Danny Spotchka, as he is now known. And he's the current champion for Figures Talk. So I'll try to get a couple challengers there so that we can lead up to another championship matchup, which will probably be like in 4 to 5 weeks from now. Let's see. Mr. Cruz is saying, can we still see the emojis? We would have had to guess. Oh, yeah. I'll do that right now. I'll do it in a bit here. So that's Figures Talk, March 3rd. And let me see if there's anything else. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so since you guys wanted to know, so it would have been this one right here. So that would have been the one that you would have to have guessed. So that's the one, and then whoever would have guessed this, then they would have won the Funko. And then I guess I could have showed you which one I was going to give away, if you still want to see which one I was going to give away. But yeah, so that's the one. So let me see. Dr. Oddity says Pet Cemetery. And then Mr. Kuzo saying Cujo. See, you guys would have been wrong. And that's why I put this one there, because it would be like kind of easy, but not super easy, a little hard. So no, that wouldn't have been correct. So the correct answer would have been The Omen. So that's The Omen. That would have been the correct answer for this one. And the one that I was going to give away, do you guys want to see the one that I was going to give away? Had we actually have the minimum number of viewers? Let me know in the live chat if you want that, or the ones that are still here. But yeah, so like I said, let me go back here real quick. He's saying Mr. Cruz is saying okay, so I think that's pretty much it there. Let's see. Dr. Oddity is saying yeah. Okay, so this is the one that I was gonna give away. And I don't know, maybe you guys already have it, but wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. I was gonna give away this one. I was gonna choose between three. Either this one, or this one. So it would have been between one of those three. Let's see. Good one. Yes, I always want to see it. Yeah, so that's The Omen. And then there's a new one coming out. It's in April. So there's that as well. Okay, so that's what would have been, but that's not what it is, right? So yeah, so I think that's pretty much it, guys. I don't really have much here for this horror talk episode, and like I said, I'll probably change things up when it comes to the horror talk shows. Dr. Ari saying dang, Mr. Cruz saying nice. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'll be back. Met report on Saturday, March 2nd. March 2nd. Figures Talk will return on March 3rd. If for whatever reason I change my mind on doing a Figures Talk episode of some sorts today or tomorrow, then I'll let you guys know. But I doubt it, though. But I think that's it for the guys. For the guys who were watching here tonight in this live stream, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. And I believe that is it, guys. So thank you so very much for watching. If you watch this live, and if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for doing that as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. So see you guys next time.